Coach, I just asked you the question, how are you going to stop this season from snowballing into a horrible, pathetic season in your first year as LSU Tigers head coach and keeping the fans off your back and them saying that you're a choke artist? What are you going to do to prevent that and to motivate the team like you were so canly able to do? Bad things happen and you're in it. It went down, right? And for the people with the GPL comments, I'm going down with the ship, right? So if it goes bankrupt, I'm out about $3,500, right? Right now it's already down, almost all of it anyways, in a long-term trading account. So I'm not selling it now for $500 when I have $3,500 in it. It's either going to go down with the ship, or in 5 or 6 years or 2 years, it's going to have a big turnaround if gold prices go up and they don't have the liquidity problems that they're having right now, and bad luck and misfortune, and it recovers and I end up making profit. But if the money goes by the wayside, the money goes by the wayside. There's always going to be more money into the future. And I'll just count that as a idiot tax to myself for being stubborn and not selling out when I was down 20, 30%. And it looked like it was going to be a long road to recovery. But that was a year ago, and I thought by now the things would be turning around. But things went south, things went sideways, and it is what it is. And I'm going down with the proverbial ship because I'm the captain at the helm. And if that ship goes down, I'm sinking with it. I'm not bailing out now because really, it's in an IRA account, it's in my retirement account, and a gold retirement account. And that is really the only one that I'm getting hammered on. Some of the other ones are down. Well, they're actually all been going down, but they're not down like that. And they're not, and the other ones are solid companies and they have no liquidity problems. They pay me a dividend, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. But no, long story short, am I frustrated? Yes. Am I disappointed? Yes. Did I foresee them having this much problems? No. But am I going to shake myself out of the market and be discouraged? Nope. I'm just going to watch it, see what happens. And maybe 8 months later from now, they'll be back to $1.50 or $2, and this will all be by the wayside, and or they may go bankrupt, and then that money's gone, and then I can kick myself in the proverbial nutsack, right? Because I could have deployed that capital somewhere else and been getting a big dividend in B2 Gold or Pan America Silver or any of the other ones, right? Angelo Mining, whatever. But you can see that's where this is at right now. You need to hold that support. If we look at the cryptos, you can see we had a beautiful recovery today in a Luna Classic. If we look at the hour time frame, you can see after we had this beautiful consolidation down, look at where we tagged. We hit the 50-day moving average in red in the hour time frame, and then we almost tagged the 100-day moving average. But if we went out to the 4-hour time frame, you can see we never even came down to those moving averages, and the price bounced back up, and it continues to pump. And to Mark, I know you took a gamble down there, and we had an upside target of up here when it was consolidating down into this area right here, and congratulations on you. It still hasn't broke the major uptrend, so there has been no reason to sell, but you can kind of see now you're getting some nice big consolidation off of the last power move, and you're kind of forming what could be seen as a rising channel-ish deal. So as long as it stays into this consolidation and holds the 50-day moving average in the short term, there is no reason to sell it on every sell-off and pump. You can just continue to ride the momentum. If I had to put a stop loss in, it would be somewhere below the 200 or the 100-day moving average, because if it broke the 100-day moving average, you would come down to the 200-day and the 4-hour, and you can see that's a pretty big fall down from where you're at now. But congratulations to you on a phenomenal trade, getting in up there and taking that gamble. And then I believe you did buy some even lower when it was in here. I believe you said you bought some at 0.00019 and change. So congratulations on that trade. If there's anything I can do to look at the chart, I'd be more than willing to try to help you. But right now you seem to be doing a phenomenal job understanding the Luna Classic ups and downs of that major volatility that is taking place there. And let me know how good of a percentage you made on your trade. And we are all cheering and hoping for the best, and continue to make lots of money in your endeavors in the coin trading world. You can see XRP, support, support, and it's getting supported again on the red volume indicator. And one of my subscribers asked what the volume indicator does. If we zoom out here to the monthly time frame, the volume indicator shows you where the buyers and sellers and the volume is, right? So you can see XRP, the red are sell pressure, the green is buy pressure. If you have a candle that's more red, that means there's a lot of sellers there. But if you see this right here, this is the mean of the volume. So there's a lot of buyers stacked there. There's a lot of volume traded there. Look at all this volume that's been traded there. So on the way down, you would think it would get supported there, right? But if you slip it, it becomes major resistance. But when you're starting to trade through the volume, if you look at this, say you started to pump up again where you're at now, and you came back up to this area and you breached that, you would more than likely be able to, as the volume now is starting to steadily fall off, there's less and less volume up there. That means there's less and less resistance the higher you go. So that means the higher you go, where these candlesticks are getting very, very less and less into almost nothing, there's very little things there to resist you. So if you're looking at this on a big pump, if you got past this area right here in that candlestick, you would shoot up really fast over here. And you can see how that took place right there because there's very little trading there. And then on the way down, when we were way up here, you could have had the volume indicator there and seen this would be your first area that you would try to bounce, right? And it did, but then it got rejected. And then you could see you're more than likely going to come down to the mean of the volume. And it did, but then it bounced, then it bounced, then it came under it and you see resistance, resistance, resistance. Then it finally got above it, right? And then it took off, then it had a big dump, but it came back down to support, right, on the mean of the volume, and it tagged it, struggled there for a little while, and then it went to the proverbial moon, right? And then on the way down, it came all the way back down to that area and got initially supported on the volume indicator area there, right? You see that? So that's how you use the volume indicator. It shows you how much volume's been traded in a specific region, and as it buy volume, sell volume, right? And it gives you an idea if there's major support, major resistance, or if the price, if it breaks it, if it flushes, where a likely support or resistance zone is, right? Like, subscribe, and share to Vincenzo's Gold Crypto Investing. And once again, I appreciate each and every one of my 1,200 beautiful, loyal, lovely followers. And I hope we can continue to grow this channel and continue to communicate and learn with each other, and 1000x our lives, 1000x our standard of living, and 1000x our quality of life and portfolio.